Andrews here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a band called Mournful Gust and their album Fly Sorrow Fly, which is a suggestion from my good friend Vendel from Vendel's Metal and Stuff. And this is one of the best albums of 2021. Very exquisite, so much to soak up, so let's dive into it. The opening track, Overcoming My Sadness, has this calmness that owns the beginning with this scenic tone, and Vladislav Shahin showcases amazing clean range and incredible ability to convert back and forth from clean and harsh vocals so easily. I love what the guitars and drums do, and they just ascend and amplify the musical emotion, and occasionally paired with the subtle ambient leads. All this with Vladislav's powerful performance create an elegant and emotional opening masterpiece in my opinion. Then you slip over to the next song. This is a twist in a heavier direction, quicker, craftier direction here in Forgiven, Forgotten. This was a dynamic taste for the soul, I felt, and made for a sweet transition to the next song. So it was a nice, like I said, nice transition, but it had this nice sort of upbeat, like I said, it was heavier, quicker, craftier, and had a smidgen of like a gothic element, a gothic tone I felt to it. So it was a nice, move from the first track into the second one, and it really did work as a nice bridge into the next one, even though I want to say the energy and the atmospheres was slightly different. But the next song, which harnessed this classic 90s doom sound in Let Me Feel It Dead, I felt so much of a traditional doom feel with this arduous pace and lethargic energy that absolutely screamed sorrow. The soulful melodies crying out, but shimmer of lifeblood sort of appears in an ambient, sensual piece of guitar work that is within this track in Let Me Feel It Dead. Really, and that's what I mean by the transition, is I felt like Forgiven, Forgotten had a bit of a 90s gothic tone to it, even though the energy was higher, and then Let Me Feel It Dead had a traditional 90s doom presence. So I felt like those actually blended together nicely, even though, like I said, they're sort of parallel opposites. Next song I want to talk about is fantastic, and Bless Me If I Die. This melancholic open is very tranquil, and then the song slowly builds. I felt the story come to life and soar on these enchanted angel wings as the pace ascends towards St. Peter's gates. And I love the poetic, soulful lead melodies, and I loved even more when the drums tweaked their energy just a smidgen here, and all these varying tones of vocals, atmospheres, and guitars blended created such a kaleidoscope of emotions, just this array of emotions, a rainbow across. Well, it shouldn't be a rainbow in this type of track, but a lot of emotions and atmosphere, and especially how I felt the guitar work in this track told its own story, like the lyrics, like the vocals do. And I feel like that's just something that happens on this album many times, as the guitars speak out as their own voice, as their own story, their own lyrics, and it's just incredible on Bless Me If I Die. Then we get another fantastic song, Thanks for a Shine. This has strongest and most compelling vocal work, with the vocals that ascend with tremendous ranges and emotions as the music beauty evolves into this heart-wrenching potency, as Vladislav's intensity really rises here, and he truly showcases incredible emotion and immense vocal range, especially towards the end. I'd have to say this is one of the most best and impressive vocal performances I've ever heard, not just on this album, but I think what I've ever heard, and that includes vocal performances from like King Diamond, Tom England, Rob Halford, Ronnie James Dio, Bruce Dickinson, all these classic singers that have all this range and people that show emotion and stuff. I feel like Vladislav Shahin did a fantastic job on Thanks for the Shine. There's just so much that you feel in this track, and like I said, so I highly recommend you check out this Thanks for a Shine. I'm gonna go down the description and put that one, or you guys go down the description and check it out. The next song I want to talk about, the last song on the album, is Here Comes the Winter. This harnessed so much of the soul-speaking guitar work that I've been mentioning. The guitars came to life and whisked me off to another realm and captured so much heart and soul. And I felt like the solo was two souls dancing in sort of an undersea ballroom. I don't know why, that was just sort of the visual I picked up. But that's what this album, Fly Sorrow Fly, has to it. It has this array of atmospheres and ambience and emotions and just twists and turns that just convey and breathe life into so many different things through the instruments, through the story, through the vocals, just everything. That's why I think this is one of the best albums of 2021, and you guys should check it out in the links below on this perfect autumn day for a band like Mournful Gust and this album. So yeah, check out the description and links below, as well as more metal content like these guys, Angel Lore. They convey a lot of different atmosphere and emotion as well, you know. And I believe they actually have a new album that's in the works as well. So, you know, actually I'll put my videos on Angel Lore here for you guys to check out. So until next time, folks, heavy listening.